Hey guys, Rick Sites here with GMEFI Magazine. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning on a, what was it, Wednesday night? Wednesday night, yeah, well Thursday morning, Thursday morning now technically. We're out here at the shop right now, working on Project Redrum, our 84 Pontiac Trans Am LS swapped track car we're building. That's going to make its debut at the end of April at Cars and Cones. But yeah, it's a little frigid outside. I'll show you what's going on. Here. Check that out. There's a mule covered in snow. It's probably like 20 degrees outside. But we're in here, nice and warm in the garage right now. We just got our set of Corbo race seats in for the car. They just arrived this afternoon. It's the LG1 racing seats. They're black with the center suede. Brian's actually mounting the sliders on them right now as we speak. As you can see, these sliders are actually pretty neat because they're third-gen F-body specific. So they're not, you have to cut them or weld them or do anything kind of, you have to modify them in any way for it to fit the car. You just mount onto the seat and they just bolt right into the floorboard of the Trans Am. So as you can see, on the inside, front seats are long gone. They're out of there. We worked on the car a little bit, on the engine a little bit today too. As you can tell. We looked up the AC lines. All Concept 1 stuff. What else did we do, Brian? We did a little bit of everything today, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Worked on the intercooler lines a bit.
Intercooler lines, yeah, we did that too as well. This motor, I didn't really get too much into this engine last time we did a video, but it's actually an LS3 block. It's a Chevrolet Performance LS3 block, 416 cubic inch. It was actually built by Scoggin-Dickey. The short block, well, the whole long block actually was built by Scoggin-Dickey. It's a Cali forged crank, forged bottom end, blueprint racing engines, cylinder heads, LS3, CNC ported. It's got a Brian Tooley camshaft. It's your stage 3 boost cam, valve train as well. Concept 1 pulley system, air conditioner, power master, alternator, fluid damper. So Concept 1 also supplied the serpentine belt too. It's actually their Victor HD series, so it's basically specifically designed for Magnuson supercharged LS motors, which obviously this is what this is. So we're actually finishing up the intercooler lines right now. They're getting bent up so they actually fit perfectly for this application. We're still waiting on the blower snout, so you can tell that's missing. Once that goes on, we'll get the VMAX throttle body, ported throttle body on this thing, courtesy of GDP Motorsports. As you can see down here, we got the bottom radiator hose on. Let's see. Well, we would put the top one on, but there's a little thing right here, a little adapter that you need, because a Flexolite radiator doesn't fit directly for some LS motors. So it'll work for small block Chevys, it'll work for Generation 3 LS motors, but since the LS3 and the like have that crossover tube for the cylinder heads, so right here, that piece, that crossover, that's actually for Magnuson. There's a stock one that comes with it on the engine, but this is actually Magnuson specific for the supercharger. So we mounted this up so the Flexolite radiator doesn't have the adapter you need for that to work. So, well, directly on the radiator. So now we have this package here. It's an adapter kit. So you can take that off and get spliced into the top radiator hose. So we're going to do that probably not tonight, but sometime tomorrow, and get that going. I'm going to take a close look at the brakes, the Bear T4s, 14-inch rotors. Again, here's a little peek of our seatless wonder. We didn't finish buttoning up the console, put the seats in. We're leaving that gutted back there. I'm leaving all the carpet off. The original carpet was just destroyed, just trash in this thing in the back, so we just left it out. But yeah, that's what we're working with. How are these seats coming, Brian?
Good.
Good? Nice. Shop floor is a little dirty, so you put the plastic down the seats came in. That way Brian could get these mounted up. What do you think? Having fun?
Oh yeah. They're gonna look good in the car.
I think so too. They all have a lot of support. The center is suede. You can't really tell in the video, but the center is suede. That's like black trim leather with suede insert, suede suede insert. So it's basically for for autocross, mounted in the seat. So once you're not sliding around while you're racing, kind of important. I think I left out the bare master cylinder last time I gave you the walk around, but there it is. We had to fabricate these lines, obviously, so it'd work. This reman master cylinder that Bear obviously makes. It's for pretty much any vehicle. So we could put this in 3rd gen F bodies, G bodies, whatever you'd want. What else? Concept 1, power steering reservoir. Is there anything you guys want to know about the car? Let me know. I don't see any. Ask you something. What do you guys think of this thing? Give you a walk around. A lot of people ask you about this patina. You see it's certain parts of the car, like the bumper, the hood, parts of the body, a little faded out. Look at the roof. This is all, the car is actually from Vegas, so despite the fact it's kind of faded out, a little rough. Look at the hood. It's kind of a rat rod 3rd gen. The car was sitting outside an outside storage unit in Las Vegas for 15, 20 years, I think. The car's originally from Vegas, see? Check that out, UNLV, sticker still on it. Expired in '93. The car sat outside for 15, 20 years, and then sort of just faded out. You got this natural faded out patina here. I'll show you the hood. Can't be duplicated. Initially, I was actually going to paint the car, but then more and more I looked at it, I decided just to keep it the way it is. I might just clean it up a little bit, but for most parts, pretty much going to stay faded out like that. Neat thing about this Howe EFI system too, well, not EFI, but the EFI harness rather. Each connector is actually labeled. So you get the coolant temp sensor, you get the fan connector, mass airflow sensor, so on and so forth. Everything's labeled. We left all the labels on just for the time being until we get the car actually finished up. But yeah, these are for the coil packs. Speaking of coil packs, I don't know if you can see that we have MSD coil packs on this thing that we mounted up onto the block because we couldn't really put them on top of the valve covers or anywhere else. There's no room really. I mean, you have this, but it's too choppy. It's not really smooth at all. So we just elected to have the coil packs mounted to the bottom of the block down there. You can see them. That's the driver's side. Take care on the passenger side. There's the coil packs down there. Again, those are MSD coil packs, and then we have universal plug wires that MSD also sells that we're actually going to measure and cut up to size. So, but yeah, it's coming along. It's almost done. We're getting there little by little. So again, there's got to be some questions out there. I don't see any comments. I see 11, 12, 13 viewers right now. I know, of course, it is 1 o'clock in the morning, but I figure I'd give you guys some footage here. See how.
We're doing good.
Yeah, let me see how the sliders go. Corbosa supplies you with a like an Allen wrench too to mount these up. So basically, they come like I don't know if you can see the holes, but they actually come with 4 bolts already attached to the bottom of the seats, and then you pull the bolts out, and then you reapply the slider, and then you bolt the slider back up. See, there's the bolts right there. Yep. So pretty simple, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
Straightforward. Set it in the car, bolt it up.
Yep. For sure. Cool. Well, let me know if you guys have anything. We actually put that on LS Fest. American Powertrain actually hooked us up with this. Well, obviously with the transmission too, but it's actually an American Powertrain Magnum 6-speed. I know it's a little dark, but it's got the shifter, the shift knob, tire transmission, the clutch, the flywheel. It also has a reverse lockout that they came out this past year. We still have to mount it up. It's wired in. It just needs to be mounted up back up to the firewall where we originally had it. So it's actually going to go, let's see, right about there. That'll be mounted up. Let's get some double-sided tape. Put it in there. Russell says, let's hear it run. I wish I could hear it run myself, Russell. It's not quite there yet. Almost. Get an ultimate battery for it. It's got put on. It just matters just finishing up the wiring, plug all the sensors in, hook up the fuel system, and fill up with coolant. connect the radiator hoses, flux light adapter, and yeah, it's almost there. So, a quick little walk around the car. Our shop's a little cramped. Got some other projects in here. But yeah. This happened over the winter. We actually had it outside one day, and the weather got to it, scraped some of the ice off, and so the sticker's a little tattered. But in a way, it kind of goes with the rest of the car. What do you think? I just have to leave it like that. Oh, the truck. Inside the car. Again, we got the new Hawks hatch shocks, new headliner. The speaker panels right there we put on too. New dash pad. It's actually an OER piece, but Hawks actually supplied us with it. It's brand new. Here's the harness for the gas pedal that connects the actual engine harness into the back of the pedal. We'll get that mounted up pretty soon too. The door panels are pretty solid. It has the original door panels, original interior panels. Headliner, again a little bit dark, but it's brand new from Hawks. We have the lens that goes on the dome light too from Hawks. What else? Underneath the carpet, we pretty can't. I don't know if you can see it, but no, you can't see it. We have a heat shield underneath the carpet, so all the hot engine temperatures and stuff we'll experience over the summer will keep the engine cool, keep the apartment cool. So. Labor of love. It's a lot of work. This car was bone stock, all original. It's a factory LG 4305 car with a 5-speed from the factory. It had the 373 gears. It's actually had a PHS a couple weeks ago. It was a super low optioned performance package car. So it's an 84 Trans Am, hard top, had the base cloth seats in it, but had all the performance options for 1984 in it. Had the 190 horsepower carbureted 305, the 5-speed, and 373 gears out back. That's pretty much it. That was a basic Trans Am. Get a bare bones options package car. But yeah, all faded out. A little struck there. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet, Russell. I'm thinking it will be pretty sweet once it's done. We started this project. God, when did we start this thing? Probably midsummer. We started tearing into it. I bought the car back in February of 15. Kind of sat on it for a few months, and by the time I got it back here, we actually tore into it probably mid 16, maybe June, July of 16. We just tore into the car, and we had an LS Fest. I don't know if you were there or not, but we had an LS Fest, and had a display at the American Powertrain booth. They actually used this car for their new 6-speed swap kit for third gens. So they had all the components. They didn't really put it all together. They sort of just, they kind of just went as they could. So what they did actually use our car in a recent video series where they took our car and kind of mocked it up and sort of figured out which transmission crossmember they needed for the car for it to work. So if you want to do a small block 6-speed swap car, or if you want to do LS swap 6-speed swap car, you can do so with American Powertrain. They'll have like a direct fit kit. You just call them up and order it. But yeah, again, it's a Scoggin-Dickey built long block. It's basically they actually order on the website right now. It's actually a short block they currently offer, and we supplied them with Blueprint racing engines, ported cylinder heads. So they actually assembled an entire long block for us. So it's a forged bottom end for 16 cubic inch LS3 with the Blueprint ported cylinder heads, Brian Tooley racing camshaft and valve train, and then they sent us the long block. There's actually a story written on this not too long ago, so I'll be sure to share it here too. Or you can go head over to gm-efi.com and check it out. Thanks, Edward. Those are Holley Dominator valve covers. They actually just launched those, not SEMA this year, but the year before. It was actually a happy accident because I really liked the way the valve covers looked, and then with the machined look on the Magnuson Supercharger C6 lid, it actually just goes perfectly. That's the oh yeah, that reminds me. That's actually like a 5th gen LS3 kit with a C6 lid on it, and it's also a 5th gen Serpentine drive system. So it's 5th gen Camaro and late model truck. It'll work. But yeah. What else? It's like as soon as I get off the video, I find something else I want to talk about in this car. Let me know if there's anything else you want to know. It's 10.5 compression. That's a Cali's crank, Forge crank. There's a Weiseco pistons, connecting rods. Again, quick walk around. There's some trim pieces and stuff that we need to supply. Stan, we're looking at, I don't know. I'm being optimistic, but I want to see over 700 horsepower at the wheels. We put pushing 10 pounds of boost with a 416 LS3. So we're gonna use HP tuner software on this car too, help dial in our fuel parameters or everything. So FG Performance will be tuning it for us. Stan, the 8-rib setup is from Concept 1 Pulley Systems. They're based out of Cumming, Georgia. Again, that's has a fluid damper, harmonic balancer, Power Master alternator, and then of course they supply their own AC compressor and their pulley system. You can get these in either the black anodized like we have or the polished aluminum. Looks like Brian's getting ready to put the seat on. Want me to open the door?
No.
No?
Put it in through the window.
I put it through the window?
Yeah.
All right.
We can't open the door now.
All right. Need a hand?
Oh, good.
Thanks, Dan. Got a bear. Nice. So that's Brian putting the carbo seat. These are the LG ones. It says carbo on the back too. We also have to check this out. I almost forgot. We have 5-point harnesses too to go with the seats. We actually need to put a bar in first, obviously. Check this out. This isn't the package for the time being, but this is in. Of course, you have the release. But yeah, we have 5-point harnesses going for the front passenger and the driver's seat. That's them. This all came today, actually. Really excited. Really excited. These are QA1 adjustable coilovers, front and rear. Here, I don't know if you can see them through here, but vaguely. Again, those are fully adjustables. You've got the bare T4s for those just tuning in now. Those are CTW 17 by 9.5 wheels. CTW actually specializes in 3rd-gen wheels. So what these are 17s, but they'll clear the 14-inch brakes. So they got this sort of unique arc in the spokes here, so it'll clear the calipers. But that's what we decided to go with on this car. Something kind of fairly affordable, modest. I mean, there's a lot more expensive wheels out there on the market, but considering it's a 3rd-gen 84 Trans Am, we just kind of want to go something simple. The tires are Falcon Azenas, so they actually provide a decent mix of like dry weather traction, wet weather traction, and a lot of grip on the autocross. So it even says Azenas on the tread itself. But we have those on all 4 sides. So they're 275, 40, 17 all the way around. Wheels are 17 by 9.5 all the way around. Seat's going in pretty nicely. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty fun car, Stan. It's it might almost be a little too much for the autocross. As I said, it's gonna be over 700 horsepower at the wheel, so it's probably a little bit more than what we need, especially with the boost. It's gonna have a lot of low end torque, and the cubes we'll have too. So we'll see. It's gonna be a handful. But I also want to do some other stuff with this car too. I mean, we could obviously drag race it. We could take it to half-mile and standing mile events, which is something I'll be doing with this car as well. So, and of course, we'll street drive it. So it's going to be You'll see a lot of it this summer. We plan on going to a Hot Rod Power Tour, maybe the Bandit Run, again, Cars and Cones for sure. So it'll be actually on a 4-day venue. They'll start in Birmingham, Alabama, and it'll go to Jasper, Indiana. And there's like 3 or 4 stops along the way, including Nashville, Tennessee. So it'll be on that at the end of April. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll actually work for us. Motorsports been very good to us. They helped us a lot with a lot of Q&A, a lot of tech tips, and a lot of parts. We ordered a lot of stuff from them on this car actually. But a lot of little doodads, too, odds and ends. Again, those are the long tube headers from Hawks. There's some fittings, some like this right here. That's from them. We ordered the trick flow adjustable fuel pressure regulator from them, as well as the gauge. So yeah, classic Industries quicker than factory ratio steering box. The other one was leaking coolant, or not coolant, but fluid very badly. Let's come along.
Alright, Rick, you want to take a seat?
Want to take a seat? Oh yeah, check that out, guys. It's already in. Jordan will be leaving the paint. It's going to be a patina car. It's going to be all function and you know, little dodgy form. Look at that. It's even got some outside gunk accumulating. But here's our freshly installed passenger seat. Let's check this out. Let's see how it fits. So here we go. Climbing in this passenger side of this car. Oh yeah. Oops. Check it out. Carbo. Real comfortable. Plenty of, I don't know if you can see that, but plenty of leg room. A lot of support. So you can stick it right here. These are nice. You sit in this yet, Brian?
No, I haven't.
You need to. So obviously, spin this around. So we'll have a driver's side there. Here. Well, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're actually leave this one out because we still have to do some stuff underneath the dash. So we'll leave the driver's side out for a time being. But the passenger seat is officially installed, so I'll let test it out. He put it in. Least he can do is sit in there, right? Come on, homie. What do you think?
These will keep you nice and planted while you're going around the corners.
You think?
Oh yeah.
You think comfortable?
Yeah, I like the way they grip your hips too.
Right. And you figure you'll be going like side to side, you know what I mean? So it'll be very supportive.
Yeah, shoulder support's nice too. It's not too tight like quite a few racing seats you get into. You got a little bit of room to move around.
Right.
They keep you tight.
I mean, those are like way better than those cheap aluminum seats too, with like the vinyl covering. You know what I mean? You can't even sit in them. Right. So you actually like sit in those seats, and you could go on a road trip or wherever whatever you want to do, and then hit the autocross track and be supported.
Go on a road trip, recline back, take a nap. You know, it is going on 2 in the morning, probably.
I think it is going on 2 in the morning. What you say? 1:05.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Cool. You like those?
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Nice. We need to get a roll bar, I think, so we put the harnesses in. For right now, we'll leave the stock seat belts in it. Hopefully, we can get the roll bar and get the harnesses in before we go out. April, so we'll see. So, yeah, that's what we're working on right now. We have a couple of other projects too for GMEFI. Obviously, we have a 2016 Silverado outside. Here, what's to come for that one? It's a D1. Silverado, just in case you're just tuning in now. Here. Otherwise known as the Mule. It's our everyday car, covered in snow. It's a 2016 Silverado Rally Edition. The 5.3 4-wheel drive Z71. It's dark outside. But yeah, that's getting a Pro Charger. Some other little things. Can't have a slow daily, right? But yeah, I think we're about to wrap it up here for tonight. Gotta get back to the office, drop Ryan off at his car, and then head home. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be checking on this later on tonight, and obviously all day tomorrow. But yeah, we'll keep bringing you updates as they come along. So, see you guys soon. Take care.